What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk about a story I seen earlier today, and it blew my mind. Not only from the fact of what the crime was, but how the crime was carried out to where the person that did it, pictured here, thought he would get away with this. This guy right here, believe it or not, is 21 years old. His name is let me get my notes. I'm all out of character here. His name is Evan Lucene. He's 21 years old. Now, before I get into this, look at this dude's face, man. I'm starting to notice a pattern when I do stories and stuff. They always have one eye bigger than the other, where their face is kind of weird looking. It look like he got gray hairs down here at 21 years old. I don't know. Maybe he had a rough life. Cross in the middle of his forehead. Go figure. But this story's out of Boynton Beach, Florida. Shout out. And take a look at this guy and the idiotic stuff that he did. We'll come back and talk about it. Check it out.
Well, the Lyft driver told Boynton Beach detectives that around 8 a.m. Thursday morning, he picked up two guys at 1071 Peak Road in Lake Worth. While stopped at a stop sign, one of the guys got out of the car. He says that's when this man, 21-year-old Evan Lucene, allegedly pulled a gun on him and tells him to head to this Bank of America on Dixie Highway in Lantana. The victim says he went to one of the ATM machines, but it wasn't working. He then tells investigators he was forced to drive to this Bank of America in Boynton Beach. The arrest affidavit says the victim was forced to withdraw up to $1,000. Throughout this entire ordeal, there's a few more stops like this 7-Eleven on Boynton Beach Boulevard, and then to Hypoluxo Scrub Trail, where the victim is allegedly told by Lucene, if he goes to the cops, I know where you live. If you go to the police, I will kill you and your family. The victim gets out of the car and runs. The arrest affidavit says around 8:40 that evening, the victim's car and Lucene was spotted at this quick stop on Seacrest Boulevard. It goes on to say close by in the store was the victim's phone, debit cards, Lyft credit card, and driver's license. Surveillance video showed Lucene exiting the vehicle and using the victim's debit card. He was promptly arrested. Now, once inside the Boynton Beach Police Department, Lucene told investigators that he had been at his place all morning and hadn't left until the afternoon. And then he quickly lawyered up. But right now, he's facing charges of aggravated assault with a firearm, carjacking with a firearm, kidnapping with a firearm, and robbery with a firearm. In Boynton Beach, Todd Wilson, WPTV News Channel 5.
All right, guys, that's the story. Had to make sure this mic was on. That's the story of this guy, Evan Lucene. That's a hard name to say. And more dumbness that people are doing out here. It's just funny to me. You sit up here, you got all these tattoos on your face. You got a tattoo of a cross right here in the middle of your forehead, like you anointed or something. But you out here doing the most devilish stuff imaginable. This guy got in the car with two people. So evidently, they must have been both passed. He said at a stoplight, the guy just jumped out the car, and then he goes and pulls the jack move on the driver. Go to the ATM, threatens the man. Typical stuff. One ATM ain't working. He takes him to another one. Has him draw out money, gives it to him, and then makes him drive him to some secluded park or whatever. The point from coming from the ATM to that secluded park, I can only imagine the horror in that driver's fate, in his mind, wondering if he was going to make it out of this situation or not. Seriously, just think about that. You gave somebody what they wanted, and your life is in jeopardy. You don't know the next stop they have you going to is your final stop. Luckily, this moron got out the car with a stupid idle threat. If you do something or you go to the police, I'll kill you and your family. First of all, if they go to the police and you knew about it, you'd be caught already. See the stupid talk? 21 years old, blew his whole life. It's a thing. It's funny how young people can run out here and devise a plan as goofy as it is to go get some quick cash, but they can't sit back and study self-improvement, whether it's through a book, a YouTube video, any type of motivation or anything like that, to where they can get their life straight, to where they ain't got to rob for money. Money had just come to them. See, I learned this thing late. But I mean, it's opportunities out there for everybody. It is. And this guy right here, man, 21 years old, man. 21 years old. I bet he got a history of bad decisions. Some people can't get out of their own way. You're going to run somebody around in a car, then make them get out the car, take the car, right? Keep the car all day. Use the people's credit cards and everything, the Lyft account. You swiping his card. Jesus Christ. Yo, like some of this stuff is beyond me. And like I said before, look at his face. His eye, one eye closed, one eye open. What's going on with these dudes, man? I think a lot of times dudes like this, they be in the street. Their parents can't do nothing with them. They just be like, yo, you need to choose your family or choose the street. And this happens sometimes. Kids be like, oh, let's choose the street. And they go out there. This guy looked like he been dragged through the mud. Look how rough he look. Look how rough he look. He's sitting up there in the mugshot like, oh, yeah, I've been here before. 21 years old, man. Full of potential. That's the thing. We can be anything we want to be in life. And a lot of people choose to be this. Trash. I feel nothing for him. You victimized somebody that was doing a service, trying to provide a service to you that you paid for, and you took advantage of that. That right there is showing the flowers material all day long. Now he's locked up in jail, and the other person's traumatized and got to go back to work and think about. And here's another thing. Let me say this real quick. If somebody took your car like that at gunpoint and you get it back, do you even really want it? Just from the experience you had with it? A car is something, you know, that can provide an enjoyable experience, especially when you worked hard to get it. And it's like something you really wanted. It's a sense of accomplishment. And to have somebody come and do you like that and take it away from you temporarily, and then have you go back and then you got to sit in the same seat as the person that's violated you. You know what I'm saying? You know, not sexually, but I mean, just violated you on a level, you know, your privacy and just taking advantage of you. It's not the same. Not the same. These people go and take these cars, carjack these people, run up and down the street in the car chase. The person sitting on TV watching their car being chased by like 1 million police, car being tore up. That must be a horrific ordeal. But people don't think. That's the thing. Lawmakers need to start putting it out there and have some type of accountability law. It's not my fault that you don't value nothing, including your life. If y'all can't calm yourselves down, then we'll calm you down. I would make a big, remember they had that big war on drugs BS they had in the early 90s and all that stuff? The war on drugs? They need to have a war on crime and a call of accountability. They need to start making infomercials on that and start saying, hey, beginning such and such a time, when we catch you doing, and I'd have a list of stuff. Y'all parents, you tell your kids, because when this hammer drop, we don't want to have nobody crying and complaining. I don't hear nothing. I would change the legal representation, the way that worked. We catch you dead to rights, you out of here. Stuff like this shouldn't happen. There's no fear of younger people going to jail no more. No fear of their freedom. No fear of them losing their freedom or their life. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous thing for the very fabric of this country, where people really need to think about it. People don't care if they live or die. Normal citizens is getting torn out the frame. People are telling you outright, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe in broad daylight. Don't feel safe at a gas station. Don't feel safe using a service as little as an ATM machine that a bank provides to make themselves a better business and better opportunity For people that work hard and try to get their money after hours, I don't feel safe even using that. Greed and fear, man, that's what powers everything. I wonder what his problem was. Fear of not eating? Or just the greed of just, hey, I think I can get a car. Hey, I think I can get money from this guy. Let me try it. Either way, chances and choices. It all comes down to that. You had a chance to get your behind in that car. You took that chance. And you had a choice whether to rob that man or woman, whoever it was, or not. And your choices got you right where you are right now. In addition, you're looking stupid in the face. You look stupid all over the news. I guarantee you, there's somebody in his family right now that feels bad seeing their child or relative on the news. Y'all ever think about that? Where you like, damn, I knew this was coming. See, this is the thing when you have young people, young boys. A lot of times there are people that talk to them. Hey, can you talk to my son? Hey, can you do this? Hey, the kids don't want to hear that no more. A lot of times the guy be real old trying to talk to the person. Ain't really nobody that they relate to that they feel as though can relate to a struggle they going through. I don't know what this young man's problem was, but I know this. His actions led him in the direction he went and the fate that he's in right now. This guy going to prison for a while. They're changing laws constantly in this country, but they need to really, toughen up on stuff like this. I mean, to the point where people be shook to even do that. And that's the problem. When you don't fear the punishment as a child, you'll keep doing stuff to get punished and they don't care. Think about it. If you're a little kid and your parents give you a whipping and it don't hurt, it don't sting enough to where you don't think twice without doing something again, what you gonna do? The same thing. That's how I see crime nowadays. It's not enough stingage in the penalty. They need to start rocking cast bars out here. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Recent channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.